Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I'm a self-published author, which means that I write, market, and publish my books all by myself. I am on a journey. What am I, a robot? Basically, what this video is a cash stuffing, and that means that I cash stuff my money. So I use a zero-based budget, taking my income, subtracting my bills and variable expenses, and then whatever is left over gets budgeted into a category so that every single dollar has a job. This is helping me to reconfigure my entire mindset about money, which is just, hold on, I'm sorry, but this is too high. I feel like I'm leaning over the table. Anyway, this is a mess already. This process is helping me to reconfigure my mindset about money, how I spend money, what it means to me. We're on a journey together, and you may be thinking to yourself, hey, weren't you just here doing a cash stuffing? Aren't you doing them once a month now? You would be correct. We are going to do some things a little bit differently, and I thought, you know what, let's go ahead and film it because I want to be honest with you guys about my financial journey so that maybe you guys can take something away from it and use it for yourselves. So let's get into this hot mess of a video. There's so many things to say. Number one is I started reading, which is why it's sitting here, The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey like a week ago maybe. Right when I got back from Scotland, I started reading it. I had ordered it before I left, but I didn't start reading it until I got back. Within reading the first chapter, I was like, all right, tell me the secret. And the thing is, I have a really small income. Being a self-published author is my only career. I haven't been doing it for a super long time. It's only been 3 years, which is a relatively short career at this point. And so I'm not making a ton of money yet. I do have a few small side hustles to keep me floating, but not much. So I have a very small income. And so my thought before reading this was, I want to be smart with money. I want to figure out how to achieve my goals. One of my biggest goals is to own a homestead. I've said this a million times, but I used to ride horses in high school. Like, I used to compete, and it was my favorite thing in the entire world. I've taken lessons as an adult. I've cleaned stalls as a job. I love cows. I love horses. I love dogs. I love all of it so much. And it's been my dream since I was a kid, but it's only like ignited even further as an adult. And so my dream is to own some property and get some animals and kind of, I know it's a fad right now to like live a simple life, but seriously, that's like what's been calling me since I was born. And so that's my big dream. And I thought, okay, I really want to actually make that an achievable goal, but I don't know how. And so I thought, before getting this book, I thought my income's too small. Like, this too small for any of the things that he's probably going to talk about. Lo and behold, I opened the jacket, and the very first testimony listed is a couple who are debt-free, no credit cards, and living without anxiety on a combined income of $30,000 a year, which is nothing. Nothing. And I'm like, okay, maybe there's something to this. So I've been reading it. I'm only a little over halfway through. I just finished reading about baby step number 2, which, yes, you can like know about the baby steps, but reading about them is different. He has so many good things to say that I really, really needed to hear. I will say, if you're going to read this book and do this program, you need to take it seriously. You have to really commit. You cannot just halfway commit. You have to fully commit to it. And that's what I'm doing, which is why we're here today, is because I'm reconfiguring my cash stuffing for June. After reading this far, I'm like, okay, I have some things I need to get serious about. So that's what we're doing today. It's just something that's really been hitting me the last couple of days. I think just because I turned 30 on last Sunday. I don't know if that's what happened, or if like just coming out of my depression is what happened, or reading this book is what happened. I think it might be a combination of all of those things. But I've just realized that I'm really tired of deferring. Isn't there like somebody famous who says this, something about deferring enjoyment? But I feel like I'm deferring not only enjoyment, but passions and callings and things that really lay on my heart because things aren't perfect enough. And by that, I mean, like, one of the things that I really want to do is I have this idea and dream in my mind of being not a full-blown homemaker, because I am not a very good baker and I'm not a very good cook, but living that kind of simple lifestyle. And I would love to eat less processed food, but that's the kind of thing that I imagine doing on my homestead. And so I've never taken it seriously in my life right now because, I don't know, it just seems so complicated and out of my reach. And then I have had this Magnolia cookbook for, gosh, 6 or 7 years now. Whenever it came out is when I got it. And I've made just like 2 of the things in here, but I've never really tried that much. And I thought, you know what? I think I'm actually going to start cooking and baking. And so I did bake something the other day. I can't remember what it was. And I really enjoyed it, just the process. Even though it didn't turn out great, I just enjoyed it. And so I thought, I think I'm going to bake my way through this cookbook and cook my way through this cookbook, not to become Miss Susie Homemaker, but just for the experience. That's part of like the activities that I want to do in life, that I dream of my life being, of cooking and baking, not because I'm fabulous at it, but because it's enjoyable, because it's an activity, it's something I can do to provide for myself and my family, of being outside with my animals, of working in the yard, of sewing. I have a sewing machine, but I don't use it because it's, I don't know, I don't really know that much about sewing. I know just a little. And I thought, it just occurred to me, like in the last 2 days, I was like, why am I waiting until I get to the homestead to do the things that I dream of doing? Why can't I do them here? No, I'm not on a homestead, but do I have a kitchen? Yeah. Do I have a cookbook? Yeah. Do I have a sewing machine and scraps of fabric that I could use? Yeah. Do I have dogs? Yeah. Do I have a yard? Yeah. There's no excuses. And it just, I realized all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I think partly because of this book, that you don't have to wait for things to line up perfectly until you can start living out the things that you're dreaming of and hoping for. Yes, I can't have a homestead right now because I can't afford it yet. But this process is helping me realize that I can get there and I'm going to get there. It's just I have to follow the steps to get there. And I can do the things that I'm looking forward to now in my current life. I don't know if this means anything to anybody or if it makes any sense, but it's just what I've been thinking the last few days. And so instead of like waiting until I feel like, oh, I don't know, mature enough or old enough or in a place in life where I can be Susie Homemaker, I'm just going to do it because it's fun. And I'm going to be readjusting my finances. Is that fun? No, but it's going to lead to fun things. And that's what's important. So the other thing I did is I didn't actually toss out, but I just stopped using my budget binder. I was like, you know what? Right now, I need to just use pen and paper, figure out what do I need, what works for me, what do I need to document, rather than trying to make my stuff fit within the lines of a budget binder. So that's what I did. So I got the Pets Savings Challenge from the Aesthetic Dollar, Emily at the Aesthetic Dollar, and I went through my pets. I have 2 dogs. I went through their like vet bills and stuff, and I want to get them on that farmer's whatever dog food that Katherine Heigl has. This is a dream. This is not right now. This is for the future. That's my dream, is for them to be on that food. And so this is for 6 months worth of expenses for the dogs. And then I would, once I finish it, I'll do it again to get a year's worth. And one of the principles that Dave Ramsey talks about in this book is that when you have an emergency fund, that's step 1, and then you go on to step 2, step 3, step 4. If you have to dip into that emergency fund, you stop whatever step you're on and go back and replenish that fund. So that's what I would do with this, is I would always be going back and replenishing it to where it always stays at the same level so that I always have what I need for my pets. Because like they've had surgeries, they've had accidents, one of them has been attacked by another dog, like different things come up. So it's like I want an emergency, and one of my dogs is on medication, and I put that in the training because she has a training one in here. So anyway, so I set that up. I'm not saving for this right now because I am triaging my life, my financial life, and we are just doing what is absolutely most necessary and important. This does not qualify because my dogs are okay at the moment. They don't need these things right this second. But this is what I want to do eventually. So I just made the plan so that I know kind of like what I'm looking for. So I have the savings challenge. I'm not going to use it yet. I am probably going to set it up. I think maybe we'll see how many envelopes and stuff I have. And then I have a debt tracker. So I don't have any debt except for my laptop. I bought a new laptop back in like January maybe, or maybe it was December. I don't remember. I think it was January. And so far I've paid off quite a bit of it. I've been paying every month. My parents have a Best Buy credit card, and if you use the Best Buy credit card, you get 24 months with no interest. So that's what I've been doing. So I don't owe interest on this, so it's not like a traditional debt, but I do want to just have it out from underneath me completely, not have to deal with it, not have to think about it. So right now I owe $1,600. So the goal right now is to fill my emergency fund. Once that's filled, I will pay this off. And then the money that I'm paying monthly to pay this off can go other places because it's silly to just have it hanging over my head. I want to be done with it. This is my tithes tracker. I just literally drew out like, here's the month, the amount I'm going to pay that month, and then I'm going to check it off when I've actually paid it so that I know it's taken care of, because a lot of times I will forget to pay my tithes. So this way I can like keep track of it. And then I asked myself, what do I need? What are the categories I'm genuinely finding necessary that I absolutely have to have? They're required for me. What are the things I really need to do? And so I did a bunch of, wrote them all down basically. And a couple of them I'm not gonna do right now. Like travel, I'm not gonna do right this second. I am planning a trip next fall, so fall of 2026, with some friends to go to Mystic Falls. But that's not a priority right this second. For one thing, I have over a year to save for it, and it's low on the totem pole. Like book cover, I made an envelope for, but I'm not going to save right now in the book cover envelope because it's not high priority. I don't even have a book started for the next book after this one, and this book cover is already done. Yearly subscriptions is required because I have to pay them or I get in trouble. Christmas, I decided is required because if I don't save for it, I will get in trouble during Christmas season. Like Father's Day, Mother's Day are important, but I'm not saving for them right now because I'm done with them. So we're not going to start saving for next year. I would like to, but I have bigger priorities right now, and I have to do what's most important. So I went through, really asked myself, what is absolutely most important? Made my list, made some new envelopes, made the travel savings challenge for that trip I'm going to go on, just so I have knowledge of what I'm doing and can like track that when I'm ready to start doing it. And then made my list of all of the envelopes that I'm going to be stuffing today and how much I'm going to stuff them. So we are going to reorganize money that's already been allocated in my envelope. So it's going to be a little messy, at least that's what I'm anticipating. We're going to see how it goes. So let's do high priority first. I also have a couple of little cards from the Aesthetic Dollar that I can use if I see like a spot where I'm like, oh, I could dress it up. But maybe if in the savings challenge binder, we'll see. Because I just got an order in from her. So that was when I bought the pet savings challenge. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, you guys couldn't even see that. Oh, gosh. Okay, let me pull this down just a little bit more. Okay, I want you guys to be able to see the cute binders that I spent so long decorating. Okay, we are gonna switch out literally everything. I got so many things going here. So I got holiday stuff. Holidays. Okay. So let's see here. So beauty is gonna get switched out for toiletries. And I think this binder is where I keep cash that's more than like $100 that I'm gonna be spending somewhat soon. I keep it in this binder so that I have money that I can move around and kind of work with, is the idea of it. So let's go ahead. How much do I have in here? 900. Let's take all this money out, put it in the cash tray so that I can flip-flop money back and forth, and like if I need to condense whatever so that we can have the math right. And then we'll just put whatever's left over back in here. So let's go ahead and take this out, but count it and make sure it's actually 900. Okay, so we do in fact have $900 here. So I will use this to like switch money around so that way I can like make change or condense or whatever. Okay, so we are gonna switch out beauty and health to toiletries. And I did change the font and everything to just be this simple, easygoing thing again. And I'm actually, I think, gonna take these out for now, I think. Because if I'm tracking my spending on my tracker in my wallet, I won't need this. I think so. I think that's what I'm gonna do. For now. And we are not putting 5, we are putting 20. So 20 in toiletries. Editor we are keeping, but let me find it. I'm adding 42. So it had 243. So 240. 1, 2, 3. So instead of adding what I added last time, I'm going to add 20, 40. I'm going to add 2 1s so that it comes out as 5. I don't know. I think I added 32 last time. Okay. So now editor will have 220, 240, 260, 280, 285. And I think I need 375 is the goal. So I'm actually just going to toss this because I don't think I need it. I don't think it's accurate. So put that in there. And editor is high priority because I'm going to have to pay her or I will be in trouble. Miscellaneous, essentials, and miscellaneous. We're not keeping both of those. Miscellaneous I am keeping. I should probably decide actually what's low priority and high priority. So that's low. That's low right now. Low, low, high, 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 high. Okay. These are all low priority. So we're gonna just set that back for now. Groceries. I'll just put all of these here, honestly. Okay. Groceries, I am putting in 5. This is really just for like emergency groceries, like I ran out of something. Miscellaneous is, as you saw on my notepad, is like, you know, I ran out of underwear or I need a new pen, whatever, stuff like that. That's necessary and kind of random. Also, this font, I would like for it to be a little lower. I just deleted the bottom line and then typed in the top line and changed the font. And now I'm realizing that it's just not centered and that bothers me so much. But I don't have any more vellum, so we're not going to do that right now because I had to buy more vellum and I don't need to be buying vellum. So that's low priority. We're going to leave it as is. Spending is still going to have 25. So I'll just take that out of my thing there. So spending has the 25. Kindness must be in my other envelope. And actually, that's probably fine. I'll take it out. Pets, we're going to take out and do that savings challenge. Yeah, these envelopes, there's going to be like 5 envelopes in each thing. That's fine. So spending, we're not going to, we have the new envelope for yearly subscriptions. I'm going to do a savings challenge for, so I'm just going to set it aside and put it in a savings challenge. Be kind to yourself. I like this savings challenge. I will keep this tracker, I think, because it's cute and I like it. But this money, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, I think I'm just going to take back to the bank and put in my emergency fund because I really need to be on it right now, which is hard for me, but we're going to do it. And then homestead. I don't like having to get rid of this envelope at all, but I need to be serious about this and I need to just do it. So I am going to, that $200 already came out. It already went into, it was already in my savings, but now it's going to be my emergency fund. So we are already taking care of that. And this money that's sitting here, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 5, 10, is going to just go back to the bank and is going to go into the savings account to help fill my emergency fund. And that's just how it's going to be, which sucks, but that's where we are. And like one of the things, I mean, just read the book, but he talks about how your emergency fund is not for like unexpected things. It's for things that are necessary for your life. So like big things, not like, oh, I want to buy this thing because I do this. I want to buy this thing, but I don't have enough money. I'll just borrow from my emergency fund. No, that's not what it's for, which is my emergency fund is in a savings account that is not linked to my bank account. They are separate banks. So while I can see what's in my savings account, I cannot easily access it from my bank account, which is good because that's when I start making poor choices and nobody needs that. Anyway, let's do low priority now. This is brutal, but also really good for me. Book cover, I believe, is going to be a savings challenge, isn't it? Or is it not? No, it's not. It's not. Okay. I should probably put these in order real quick. Book cover is not a savings challenge. And I don't know if I'm going to keep using this or not, but I'll put it in here for now. But this money's going to go back to the bank because book cover, my next book is coming out this fall and it already has a book cover, and the next time I publish a book will be months and months from now. So while it would be smart to start saving, it's just not when I have baby steps to complete. It's not. Concert. I want to do this so badly because I know she's going to have another tour and I really want to be there, and I don't want cheap seats. I mean, look, guys, I wanted the $850 seats because if I'm going to go see Taylor Swift, I'm going to go see Taylor Swift. But it's just not feasible right now. So I'm going to I'll just set this whole envelope aside. Like, I won't throw it away. I mean, it's low priority. I'll set it aside. That's what I can promise. Okay, desk chair I am keeping. Because it's almost fulfilled. I need 400 and we have 150, 220, 240, 250, 255, 260. So I'm only 140 away. So I am keeping this and we'll continue it next month. So I'm not getting rid of this one right now. It can stay. Christmas I am going to keep, but I got a new envelope for it and it's actually going to go into holidays. So I'm just going to set this aside to put in holidays. Eating out I kept, but it's actually called food instead. Oh, and I made an entertainment envelope. So entertainment is for like going out to the movies, going to the state fair, different things like that are like going out to like hang out with people or go see things or do things that don't really fit into the food category, that are kind of more on the frivolous end. Like, they're not necessary, but they would require kind of like a separate budget. So that's what I did. Kindness, we made a new envelope for, and it is still getting the 5. Right. Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah. Because it had a 5, so I didn't stuff anything. That's right. Medical is going into a savings challenge. Non-essentials is no longer a thing because we just are not doing non-essentials right now outside of spending. Renovations is just not going to be a thing right now. Self-care is, but I just changed the envelope. Again, I'm not doing my hair for a while, so, I mean, we got time. Because I want it to grow out as long as humanly possible because I hate having short hair. Okay. It's like a very small amount of envelopes, but that's okay because money's going back to the bank and we're getting on top of it and we're being serious. And it's just necessary, unfortunately. So then we have holidays. So Mom is still, the money's still in here because I have not sent the box. So I did the iMemories thing where you send in videotapes and stuff and they digitize it. And I have not sent in the box, which I probably should do that like today. So once I send it in, I'll know how much they're going to charge me and then I'll take it out of this envelope. My dad's birthday is still coming. And he has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. Did I put money in here? Like, did I keep it the same? I think I did, because I think I had done 15 last time and 15 this time. So I think it's the same. I don't think I need to change anything. Should I condense while I'm here? I should. There's not going to be enough condense anyway next time. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. 60. Hers I'm not going to worry about because it's coming out so soon. Friend birthdays is keeping the same 10, right? Didn't take anything out, did I? Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then family birthdays is the same. I guess actually I could do 10. And I could do 10 here too. I'm like, I might as well condense at the same time. I already did his, right? Didn't I? Yeah. And then hers, I'm not gonna do. That's right. Okay. Gifts, we're just gonna take out for now because it's not a real high priority to me. Mother's Day, she has not picked her hotel yet, so I will take this money out when she picks the hotel, and then we go ahead and get her a couple of nights, because that was her Mother's Day gift, was a couple of nights at a hotel by herself. Father's Day is left over, right? Or did I just, no, I just took it back because we're not going to save in advance right now because it's just not feasible. And then Christmas, I need to make an envelope for fall. That's what I'm doing with this, is just a fall envelope rather than it being strictly Halloween, because I'm like, I might buy fall decorations with that. I don't freaking know. And then I'm putting all of this money into Christmas. So that it's just one. And then Halloween, I will make a fall envelope once I get some more vellum, but right now, it's not a priority. We don't care. We're just doing priority things. So now we have some savings challenges, and we'll just put in my aesthetic dollar freebies and let that kind of be the vibe for the moment. Someday, hopefully she'll start making cards like this and selling them because I love them. Okay, that'll do. Okay, so we have a couple of different ones we are doing. So this is all travel, which I'm not doing right now. We have a while before we get there. So we have yearly subscriptions, Christmas, and medical are the three that I have here. And I made this Christmas savings challenge one so that it comes out in 5s and 10s and I don't have to use 1s. So I redid this one to make it to where I don't have to do 1s anymore, which is nice because I don't like doing 1s. It's annoying. I'm going to take these 4 1s and just switch it out for a 5 because that's a pain to have 1s in there if I don't have to. Okay, so we have 150, 200, 250, 220, 225. So let me do some math here. Ooh, okay. And I will put the total amount once I get to the bottom, just in case I stuff extra on here or something. We'll figure out how much it ends up being once we get to the end. So we are officially about halfway through, which is really exciting. So Christmas is good to go. And then medical, the goal is to have $1,600. I need to have a procedure done that's going to cost about that much, so that's why it says that. Actually, I think it's supposed to be $1,500, but because there are 54 dots, the only way to like make it math out was to make it to 1,620, which is fine. So we have 120, 140, 160, 180. So what's 180? 6 bubbles. We'll use my favorite gel pen from the Aesthetic Dollar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 row. Okay. All right, and then yearly subscribers. Has 150, 170, 180 divided by 25, 7.2. Well, that's just silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is 7 times 25? What did I see I have? 100, 150, 170, 180. Let's just switch this out for a 5 then so that we're even, right? Because if I did 25 times 8, that would have been a $20 difference. Yeah, that's fine. So 150, 170, 175. For yearly subscriptions. This is for all of my subscriptions that come out annually, of which there are quite a few. And then pets, I don't have like an actual savings. I mean, I have those savings challenges, these, but I think what I'm going to do is, can I fit them all in an envelope together? Would that be okay? And we'll just set this money aside. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And I really don't want to, well, I guess maybe I will. Just minimize it. There. So we have $100 in pets. I don't know if they will all fit in here though. I'll put it at the back. That way I'm like less tempted to do anything with it. Okay, yeah, it fits. I mean, it's tight, but it fits. It works. Okay, and then the other one is travel, which I might go ahead and just put in an envelope just so that it's here and doesn't get damaged or lost. And I already have all of my totals on here and everything and all of it made out so that when I start, I'm ready to start, which is cool. So then, yeah, all my savings challenges are ready to go. Did I? Oh, that's right. I was going to see about condensing any of these. Again, I apologize for the hot messness. 150. So let's make this 200 then. A $200 placeholder. Okay, so we'll take the 100 back and we'll do 200. So we have 200. So I'll take 50. Like, okay, I need to write this down for myself. 200 or plus 100 for Christmas. Okay, I think we're good now. So we have Christmas now has 275, but the 75 is what's in here. I actually think though that instead of just putting 200, I think I'm gonna put it in my savings account, right? Does that make sense, Rachel? Is that what we wanna do? Or should I have it on hand in case I want to spend? No, I think it makes sense because I can still transfer from my savings account to my checking account if I were to make like a purchase for Christmas, like right now. I could still transfer that money into my checking account, pay myself back. Probably easier than I could with cash. So yeah, we'll do that. Because even though my like savings account isn't making bank on interest, it's more, I'm making more interest doing that than I would be if I didn't. So as much money as I can put in there, the better off, I guess, is essentially what I'm thinking. It's the wrong envelope. Again, apologize for the messiness of this video. Medical. Oh, and that's what I was gonna do. I'm just, while I was with my camera overheated, and I just made this little thing for my savings accounts. So I don't want to have a bunch of savings accounts. I know there are some banks that let you do like the buckets for savings accounts where you can have multiple different like categories in one account, but they have a lower interest rate than the account that I currently have. So I'm gonna keep the one that I have and just keep track of where everything is. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that Christmas has 200 currently in my savings account. That way I can keep track of what is supposed to be where and all of that. So medical, 20, 40, 60, 80. So we don't have enough for 200 yet. I think I'll wait till I get to 200 and then put it in savings. I don't want to get too messy and then confuse myself. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do here. I think what I'm gonna have is separate savings accounts, one for emergency fund that nothing else is in, and then one for everything else where I just keep track of what everything is inside of it, if that makes any kind of sense. That's my plan right now. I don't know. 150, 170, 175. I'm going to keep this in here just because. Just because. We'll see. I think unless something is up to like 200, I'm just going to keep it where it is. Okay. Do I need to make any changes in my other binders? Let's find out. Let's make all the changes we need to while we're here. Desk, chair. I mean, this one's getting spent soon. 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. I mean, I could at least switch this out for a 20, I guess. Yeah, I think that's fine because we're going to end up spending this money next month anyway. Hopefully next month, Lord willing, fingers crossed. I'm getting a new desk chair. Mine sucks and it hurts my back and my butt. So much. Kindness only has 5. Self-care I don't think has. I think it just has 2 bills. Yeah. We're good. Okay. I don't know if all this makes sense that I'm doing, guys. I'm just trying to make the smartest decisions possible. It doesn't necessarily mean that they are the smartest decisions possible. I'm just trying to make smart decisions. Editor, I think, can be condensed. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 85. Darn it. Why is it 85? I guess it really can't be condensed quite yet. And this one I'm going to keep on because I'm spending this so soon. Like, it's not in like 6 months. It's like right now. Groceries is fine. Miscellaneous is fine. Spending is fine. Okay. So I think we're good on everything else. Because I already did holidays and nothing in there is up to like a huge amount. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let me put my placeholders away. And then I have it written down in here that I'm doing $200 in my savings account for Christmas. And then let's take care of this situation. I'm gonna like move all of this to the side so we have room. So on this page, I'm going to take off the 100 for Christmas because we're not going to keep that 100 in Christmas anymore, or in my cash binder anymore. We're gonna take it out. I just hate getting this stuff all over my hands because it like never comes off again. And I'm just gonna leave the rest of these on here because I don't want to mess with it right this second. So supposedly I have $1,251, and after taking out that Christmas, I should have $800 to go back to my cash binder. So let's go ahead and take out $800 and see what's left, make sure that's correct. Okay, I have counted and taken out all the cash I'm going to take back, or that all the cash I think is going to go back to the bank. We're going to find out here in a second. And let's count and make sure that I actually have $800 here. That's going to go back into my cash binder. So 200, 51, 52, 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, nope, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. $800 exactly. So let's see how much is going back to the bank to help me pay my emergency fund. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. Gosh, that is a really annoying sound. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 7. Oh my gosh. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, My camera continues to overheat, so we're going to go ahead and just be done. I counted $351 is going to go back to the bank into my savings, which means we are that much closer to being done. And then we'll move on to baby step number 2, paying off my computer. And then we'll continue moving forward, and we're going to get to that homestead. Just realized $200 of this is going into Christmas. So I was wrong. It's not going to my emergency fund. 151 is. So that won't get us there, but we're close. So anyway, I know this was a really messy video, but it just needed to be done, and I really wanted to share it because I wanted anyone out there who's struggling to know that I'm in it with you and we can do this together. Guys, like seriously, go buy this book. If you do anything for yourself, buy this. Reevaluate your finances. We can enjoy life, guys. Stop deferring enjoyment. Bake the sourdough you've never baked before. Go garden. Go do whatever it is that you think will bring you joy, even if your life doesn't appear perfect yet. And yeah, anyways, I'm sorry for the babbling. Hope you guys enjoyed this mess. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, you're awesome. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.